Configuring the aircraft correctly for the mission can minimize planning errors and maximize payload. Note that configurations and fuel set and flight span ops for planning purposes will not be downloaded to the EFB. The pilot will ultimately be required to verify and set the configuration used on the actual aircraft. Open the schedule detail by clicking on a scheduled flight. To configure the aircraft, click on the Edit Aircraft Config button in the Seats Equipment column. Configure the seats, aux tanks, and pods using the Quick Configure buttons and fuel quantity using the sliders. Or create custom configurations by dragging seats into or out of the aircraft. Flight Span will store commonly used configurations for future use. Once you are configured correctly, click Save. Decide which legs you want the configuration to apply to, and the available seats, fuel, and weights will be updated on the chosen legs. To edit aircraft equipment, click on the Edit Aircraft Removable Equipment button in the Seats Equipment column. Drag individual items of equipment to the left to remove and to the right to add them to the aircraft. Use the Reset buttons to return to the standard configuration for each category of equipment, or use the Move arrows to add or remove the entire category of equipment. Save and decide which legs you want the changes to apply to, and the available payload will be updated. For flights that have a manifest linked to them, all the configuration and equipment changes can also be made from the Configuration section of the manifest detail. Maximum, used, and available payload are displayed for each leg in the Payload column. If used exceeds the max payload, available will turn red. Under Seats, used is how many seats are occupied, and max is based on the aircraft configuration. The limiting factor for the max payload on each leg is indicated by a superscript letter. Hover over the letter for the definition. If there is no superscript letter, it means the aircraft's maximum ramp weight is the limiting factor. T means there is a runway takeoff weight limitation. L means the limit is the aircraft landing weight restriction or a runway landing weight limitation. And Z is a zero fuel weight restriction. Next, you'll learn how to create loads and link them to flights.